Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I am back to the base, the roots, because I want to talk to you now about these foundations. We're going right back to the beginning. So for those of you who have completed or at least done some of the free 5-day experience to awaken and embrace your inner magic, how was it? What did you get out of this? Did you actually achieve your intention that you set at the beginning of the week? I hope you enjoyed it. But most of all, I really hope that you can see how this amazing energy system just talks to you, how you can explore so much about you that maybe you've not really understood. You know, we don't have that full awareness of what is creating the blocks and the unhappiness or the anxiety. So we just keep repeating the same old patterns. But when we start to actually really identify, I'm going to sneeze, excuse me, identify what is going on each of these energy centers and how they create this story and which part of that story is really dominating us and taking us out of our power, we then have the ability and the awareness to do something different. And this is what it's all about, doing something different. Now, I fully understand that change can be really difficult for some people because we're quite safe in our pity pots or our shitty pots or whatever you want to call them, wherever we are. We're quite safe there because we know what to expect. But change is the one guaranteed thing in life because you will have change every single day. There are no 2 days the same. But we resist change. We sort of like cling on to the past and we cling on to what we know because we know what to expect, whether it's good or not. And quite often it's not, and we still stay there. It's bonkers. When you start thinking about it, it really is bonkers. So what would it take for you to step back into that creator circle that we did with solar plexus? How did that truly feel? Imagine you being in your creative, powerful circle the majority of the time. What difference would that make to you? What difference would that make to your life? To the people around you? Because remember, when you shift and change your energy, the energy of the people around you also changes. So I've seen people go through this experience. I've said it before. Relationships have completely changed. They're speaking up for themselves. They're more empowered in themselves. It has been phenomenal for me to watch. And I feel really privileged to be on that journey with people. And I would love you to come on this journey with me. This is 9 weeks. In fact, it is 10 weeks. I keep forgetting that extra week because what I do at that 10th week is actually 1 month after we finish the 9 weeks, because that's just like a review. I want to come back and we gather again together and see if you've got any questions, because my intention for you is always to truly step into your own leadership, into your healing powers. Because when you take, I hate the word control, but when you take that power back and you sit inside of that power, you have no idea how phenomenal you are. That is when the magic truly happens. We are, most of us, and I'll speak for myself too, we are only living a part of our potential. There is so much more that we are capable of. Change is around us. Change is never going to change. Change is the one predicted thing that's always going to happen. There's always going to be change. No 2 days are the same. So this is now your choice and your chance to say, do you know what? I'm not feeling comfortable with this. I've had this same old anxiety thinking about these same old stories for a long time, and they just keep coming around again. I think I get rid of them, and then they come back with something else. How would it feel if you could look back and think, oh, that was just an experience. That was just a story that was part of the old me, and not have any emotion attached to it? Because when you look back at different stories in your life, if you have any emotion, any sadness, anxiety, fear, anger, if you have anything attached to that, you still have something to clear. It's a really good way of understanding whether it's gone or not. I can look back at loads of the shizzle that I went through, and I think it's almost like it happened to a different person, because it was a different person. It's not who I am now by any means at all. So if you are curious, if you are on the fence thinking, ooh, and one question will come up in your head, and you might not consciously know this, and it's a great way that we get ourselves out of things because we make excuses. Do I trust myself enough to go through this experience? Do I even trust Fiona to take me through this experience? And do I trust myself to really be in that place of total empowerment? Okay, you can muscle test too. Use the Wonder Wave. Is it for my highest good to complete this program or to go on this journey? Which words you use. Make sure it's really specific. Is it in my highest good to go on this journey? Because I will not be doing another one until probably February. And then the price, the investment in yourself is going to increase. Because every time I've done this, I've increased it. Actually, when I first did the first one, I think I charged under £300, totally bonkers. But I was like, oh, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But every time I do this journey, it becomes more powerful. And as I've said, and I haven't got it here, I've got Healy. Healy is going to be a big part of this. And you are going to get a Healy session doing a reading on your chakras before we start, at the end, and each week to see where we are. And I'm going to be using this in the sessions. When I put the link underneath, you can see what I've written. And if you don't know what Healy is, there's some information there. This is quantum physics, guys. This is not, some wacky thing. This is quantum physics, which was actually first developed in the 1920s. Not new technology at all, but it is phenomenal. Frequency healing. This is what we're coming into more and more and more and more. So I'm including that in this journey, which is going to be amazing, because what I'm looking at that for is because this is going to help us heal even quicker and get rid of all the shizzle, the shitty bits. So if you're on the fence, speak to me. What are those questions? What are those doubts? Is it that resistance? Is that self-sabotage? I don't think I can allow myself to do this, because I tell you what, your brain, the whole committee up here will come out with all sorts of excuses. Oh, it's not the right time. It's too expensive. I can't spend that money on myself. Big money belief. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay? But what I will say to you here and now, if you want to do this and you can't pay in full, that's fine. You will make a payment plan that suits you. What my passion is here is to inspire you to really commit to yourself. And if you commit to yourself and you commit to doing something different, I am with you 110%, and I will make it work for you. All right? So, and if you're in my hub, in the hub membership, then you get 10% off as well. So that's even more of a bonus to join us in the hub. 10% off all the programs and whatever else I do. But what I will say to you is just have a think about this, because I know there's several of you that have expressed, these stories that you've been carrying around, anxiety that just keeps returning. I tell you, when you know how to get rid of that, then it's transformational. And the problem that happens is when we're in our safety zone is we become so used to the shitty bits and that cloud over us, we have actually forgotten what it's like to stand in your creator circle, knowing that anything is possible. Forgotten what it's like to be totally confident. Forgotten what it's like to be, calm, no matter what storms are blowing around. Hence the red. Back to the roots. We're coming back to the roots and we're building up. Okay. Those of you who want to join me and have made their decision already, if you join before Saturday evening at midnight, I'm going to give you an extra bonus. And for those of you who pay in full, you get bonuses as well. So wherever you are on this, even if you're not really sure if it's for you, just come and have a chat. There's a link right down the bottom of the page, which will take you to my calendar. Book in there, have a chat with me. I've got those open all weekend. And the early bird will finish and disappear at midnight. We're going to be GMT. Oh, we're not going to be BST. It's GMT. Get that right. Midnight on Monday night. Okay. So if there's a part of you that's saying yes, then just go with it. Even if you don't know. The amount of things, I can't tell you, the amount of things I've actually gone into, and I'm like, I have no freaking idea what this is about, but it just feels right. I'm just like, no idea. I joined a course this year and I thought, I've got no idea what this is really about, but I just feel like I need to be here. And this is when magic starts to evolve, and it just unrolls. So my intention for this for you is that you will be your own healer. You will be so confident in using all the skills and techniques that I will share with you, whether it's tapping, whether it's different energy techniques, whether it's really having that understanding of who you are, what's triggering you, how to get rid of it. How can you step into your place of power? Because that's where I want to see you. I see ladies that have gone through this and suddenly their faces are just lighting up. And I watch their eyes and it's like, oh my God, it's like the weight's lifted off their shoulders. They become someone else and it's just beautiful. And I feel so honored to be on this journey with them. So come and join us. Any questions, get back to me. Okay. Lots of love and have a great day.